Today we're going to be learning about this hanja here, kan. But first, let's talk about this word in Korean, 동안. 동안 means a period of time, and it attaches directly after any amount of time. For example, here's a normal sentence. 한국어를 1년 동안 공부했어요. So I studied Korean 1 year period of time. This is most often translated as the word for. So I studied Korean 1년 동안 for 1 year. But there's also another hanja, which you should know because you can use it in your sentences, and that is kan. Now, you don't actually need to know how to read and write this character for how to use it. Just know that this hanja also means a period of time, and it is read as kan. And just like 동안, it can be used after a amount of time to say for that period of time. Literally though, kan can also mean between something. So between a period of time, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. So in any situation where you're using 동안 to mean a period of time after an amount of time like this, you can swap these two words and it'll have the same meaning, but not always though. Now, if you want to swap it though, and it means a period of time and you're using it after an amount of time like this, feel free to use either one, but if you use kan, it does give your sentence more of a written feeling, more of a fancy, a formal feel to it. And because of that, kan will be used often in official writing, in announcements. If you're looking at a poster for an event, you'll see kan used a lot more than 동안 because of that. In this sentence, we can also change it. Instead of saying 1년 동안, we could say 한국어를 1년간 공부했어요. So I studied Korean for 1 year. It has the same meaning. Note, however, there is a small difference with spacing. When you're using 동안, you add a space between the amount of time and the word. With kan, however, it attaches directly after the word without a space. There is an exception in that you do not want to use it whenever the time is 시간, meaning hours. You need to use 동안 if it comes after 시간. If we were to try to say, for example, 3시간, if you were to say 3시간간, it does sound very repetitive, sounds a bit funny. So because of that, you don't want to use it after the word 시간, but any other time amount is okay. However, although you can swap them when it's being used to mean a period of time, you cannot swap them in every situation because there's something else that 동안 can be used to mean that kan cannot. And that is a grammar form. Let me show you what I mean. Because 동안, or optionally 동안에, can also be used to mean while doing something. Literally, during the period of time when you do something, while you do something, that's what it means. So you can have this sentence, 내가 자는 동안에. So while I'm sleeping, literally during the period of time when I sleep, 철수가 TV를 봤어요. So 철수 watched TV while I was sleeping. And for this grammar form, you cannot replace it with 간. If you were to say 내가 자는 간, it wouldn't make sense. So you have to use 동안 when you're using the grammar form while. And in the beginning, I said that this word literally means like between something. This can also be figuratively between people, as in like a relationship between people. And another way you can think of this word is as the Korean word 사이, which means between, or maybe even among. However, you cannot use 동안 to mean this sort of meaning. And I'll give you an example. 친구 간의 의리. So loyalty among friends or between friends. And because it has the same meaning as 사이, you could switch this with 사이 as well in this sentence. I'm just showing you that it can also be used with 간. So that's how these words are different, but I hope that you can see how you could use 간 at least after time to mean during a period of time, so for an amount of time. So have you seen this word used before? Where did you find it? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode. 그럼 다음에 또 봐.